Sergio. Sergio. Sergio the Explorer. Sergio!
Hey, look, a frog. This looks really weird. I should probably go take it to the vet. Excuse me, Dr. Vet.
Yes?
This frog is looking really under the weather. Could you help me?
Yeah. Wow, this frog's skin is really thick. You know the skin is what allows the frog to breathe and live.
That's right. I remember that the skin is the most important organ. It's involved in hydration, respiration, thermoregulation, and osmoregulation.
Exactly. So if the frog's skin is thickened, then it can't breathe.
Oh no.
And it's really weird because this frog is walking on all four legs when frogs usually jump around. Let's take a skin biopsy and see if we see any abnormal bacteria.
Okay.
This looks like Chytridiomycosis, or BD. It's pretty characteristic of Chytridiomycosis. It's a fungal infection that keratinizes the frog's skin.
How do frogs get this?
You know, I have a really good colleague in Africa, Dr. Wildlife Vet. I think you should go see her.
Sweet. I already got my plane ticket. Howdy, are you Dr. Wildlife Vet?
Shh, I'm looking for the rare Courtney lion. There he is.
Wow!
Yes, I am Dr. Wildlife Vet. You must be Sergio the Good Ag.
Yes, ma'am. I'm the loudest and proudest member of the Fighting Taxi A class of 2017. Hey! Whoop!
So what's going on?
I found this frog in the pond, and it was actually really strange. I took it to Dr. Vet, and we discovered it was a fungus BD, which is a characteristic of Chytridiomycosis. I was wondering what causes it and how it spread.
Well, let's go to my office. So we don't know exactly how Chytridiomycosis originates in populations, but we do have a few hypotheses. One is a human hypothesis, and this is where humans transfer the disease by moving the amphibians. This is shown because before the period of decline, there was no disease in the population, and after the period of decline, the disease appears. Another hypothesis is the environmental hypothesis. This is where the disease is present before the period of decline, and then something happens in the environment which causes the frogs to be more susceptible, and they start dying of the disease.
Wow, so why do humans transfer frogs?
There's actually 4 different main reasons. One is they transfer them zoo to zoo. They use them as bait for fishing. They also eat them, or they release their pets out into the wild. And this is where the disease can get stuck on their clothing, boots, and equipment.
So if anything infected reaches a clean pond, all the frogs get the disease?
Exactly. That's why I clean all my boots and equipment with 10% bleach solution, so I don't accidentally transmit the disease into the wild.
So what does the disease need to thrive?
It actually needs cool temperatures and moisture, and that's why there's a lot of research on thermal treatment.
Wow, so what type of treatment?
Well, I'm going to send you to my good friends at the treatment center, Dr. Treat and Dr. Mint. They're in Australia.
Sweet. Good thing I already have my ticket. Dr. Treat, Dr. Mint, you guys here?
Yes, how can we help you, Sergio the Good Ag?
Did Dr. Wildlife Vet tell you about the situation?
She did. So you want to learn how to treat Chytridiomycosis? Well, first you have to know its life cycle. There's 2 stages. There's the zoospores and the thallus. So the zoospores are swimming in the water and they infect the frog. We don't exactly know how that happens, but it produces rhizoids inside the frog. The rhizoids soak up the good juices of the frog and it produces bad juices, which produce more zoospores, which go out into the water and infect more frogs. Now, as the disease goes on in the body, the rhizoids thicken and harden the frog's skin, and it messes with the frog's heart's electrical current, causing cardiac arrest. Now, the skin can also fall off in the water, and that can also infect other frogs. Now, there's a lot of research going on in treatments, as Dr. Mint is going to tell you.
Sadly, there is no known cure for Chytridiomycosis, and there is no treatment that works for all species. There is thermal regulation, and that's where we keep the amphibian at the highest temperature it can tolerate for 4 to 8 hours a day. There also is bioaugmentation. This is where we boost the immune system of the amphibian with its own natural antifungal bacteria. The last treatment that's available is itraconazole or any other antifungal treatment, and this is where you have to bathe your amphibian in the solution for a certain amount of time per day. But we don't know the negative effects it has on tadpoles, so we're still doing research on that. But unfortunately, it is impractical or impossible to carry this out in the wild.
Well, I'm very glad that people are actually researching treatments for this horrible disease.
Well, did you know that it's already decimated over 350 amphibian species across the world? I mean, humans could really help by not moving frogs from one place to the other.
Who would do such a thing?
I would. Good act Sergio just had to go to Texas A&M. I'm gonna kill all the frogs here at Texas A&M University. Wahahaha! Hook 'em horns. After the last frog at Texas A&M University. Give her to me.
Long or no swiping! Long or no swiping! Long or no swiping!
Aw, man, foiled again.
So what did we learn today, boys and girls? Chytridiomycosis is a fungus that affects all amphibians and is transmitted by humans moving them from one place to another. Now, there is no cure, but there are treatments that are becoming successful for those captive amphibians. Well, that's all for today. See you next time on Good Ag Adventures with Good Ag Sergio.
Goodbye, goodbye, see you again. Goodbye, goodbye, see you, my friend.